Hi everybody, this is Kevin, and welcome back to another comic book review. And today we're going to take a look at Dead Eyes Volume 1, written by Gerry Duggan and drawn by John McCrea. And this is an Image comic collecting issues 1 through 4. And John McCrea, as you know, is the artist for the Hitman series. Gerry Duggan is a writer for Deadpool. And I was never really a big Deadpool fan, but reading this book, this character kind of reminds me of Deadpool, just kind of the way he looks. And let's just get into it. It's rated M for mature, to be forewarned. Language, a little bit of nudity, and a lot of blood and guts. So if you're not into that, look away. But this is definitely paced for the trade. It's written like that, and it follows Martin Dobbs here, who is Dead Eyes. And well, it sort of explains that he's sort of like the Robin Hood, and he goes around killing all the rich and looting all the rich and bringing it home to his wife here, who her name's Megan. And that's the nudity. I mean, do we really need to see that? The guy's taking a shit, wiping his ass on the second page? It's unbelievable. But he's out there, and his wife is in a wheelchair, and he's trying to provide for her, be a good husband, and try and pay for her surgeries and whatnot. And so he's like, I'm going to work, and he's going to the makeshift Walmart to pretend like he's put the life of crime behind him. And he sees this guy buying he's buying Drano and concrete and all this other stuff, and he's like, yep, I know. He's trying to get rid of a body. And you look at him, and he looks like a bad guy there. And so he follows him home, and he puts on his Dead Eyes costume there, which is basically just a mask. And he goes in there, and this guy's like trying to stab him. And he's like, no, not so fast. And he karate chops right in the neck. And it's pretty good. A lot of the great action scenes in this book here. And and then this guy's firing a shotgun up top of him. And, he just starts beating him with the stairs. And just crazy stuff right there. So, then he speeds away and all the cops are coming. It's amazing they didn't see him. And then his wife, Megan, sees that he's bleeding. And he's like, I thought you put that life behind you. And he's like, well, honey, I need to keep making some money. And then it turns out she has a little seizure there. And she has to go to the hospital. And then it shows this guy who is the Don, the mafioso crime lord. So he's like the head bad guy. And he's like, oh, Dead Eyes won't be stealing from me. So they go to the doctors here, and you have, look at this nurse here. Like, well, look at that face. And she's like, oh, you don't have any insurance, so you're screwed. And so he goes to this guy here who goes by the name of Wheels, who is an associate of Dead Eyes from back in the day. And he recruits him to drive the getaway vehicle so that they can rob and get some good stuff. And you see here, he's got his little vodka under the seat. He takes a sip. And so Dead Eyes is in there trying to get the money. And he goes back and he's like, oh, Wheels, let's go. And Wheels is passed out, drunk, And so he just slaps him and says, Wheels, wake up, move over. So he starts going, and the freaking vodka's in the way, so he can't accelerate. And it's just like, oh, crash, beep, beep. And then freaking Wheels goes flying out the freaking windshield. It hits his head, probably breaks his back. And so Dead Eyes has to improvise, so he goes to the alleyway there and sees a bum. And takes the shopping cart, and he's just wheeling wheels in the shopping cart there. So then you get this backstory here with, Megan's complaining about, oh, I've met all these people here who can't afford their medical bills. The system is rigged, and it's got like some sort of dopey political stuff in there, and they're just talking about that. And so Dead Eyes is sneaking in into as a doctor there, putting on the mask. To see his buddy Wheels, to see if he's okay. And it turns out he's being interrogated by the Don's men. And so Dead Eyes doesn't have it. He starts shooting away at them all. He's throwing all the medical examining things in their eyeballs. I mean, look at that. Oh, my God. And he's got the money. He's ready to go. He's got his gas mask on. He releases some sort of chemical into the room to get them all nuts. That's Wheels. He's biting them. I mean, a lot of sick stuff going on in this book here. But so he takes Wheels back home and gives him his share of the money. And then he has this guy, one of the Don's men, who he has in the car, and he's asking him about information where the money's hidden or whatever. And he's like, oh, on one condition, if you give half it to my wife or whatever. And for his way to prove him he's not lying, he shows his face. And then after he does that, he shoots him, and he says, well, you have my word. So I guess he's going to give him the money anyway. So then he goes back here. You have the police trying to figure out what's going on. Dead Eyes is undercover there, looking like Sergeant Slaughter a little bit. And then you have, this is like the stupid political undertones. So you have his wife in the hospital there. Oh, those motherfuckers. And they're talking about how, they all can't pay their bills and they're all socialists. They want their free health care or whatever. So they're all complaining. That's their little political undertone. So Deadeyes here has the little sawzall there. And he's cutting into the drywall to get the money. And look at how he's holding that. And look at that smile. And these guys start fucking with him. So he holds up the sawzall while the guy's karate chopping him. You see he's a karate guy. He's wearing a black belt. And it just, whoosh, and he's missing 3 fingers. I mean, my God. I told you this book is gruesome. It has some laugh out loud moments, just how over the top and crazy it is. So money's flying everywhere. He's like, yes, 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 I got the money. And he brings the money back to his boy Wheels. He brings money back to his wife, so she's out of the hospital now. And then he brings money to the man who told him where the money was hidden, who he killed. And, that's his wife. And she's like, you bastard, you killed my husband. And then he burns her house. And he's like, well, you got money. You can buy a new house. So there you go. And now everything's just happy-go-lucky. We're in our ugly Christmas sweaters. It's Christmas time now. And that's really that. So overall, this is the first 4 issues. This is a new series. I don't think Deadeyes was ever around before. So this is setting up for a new series, released every month. I'm about to check out the floppies. I think it was fun to read. I saw this at my shop a couple weeks ago and decided to pick it up because they were running a deal on the trades, and it's relatively cheap. It's only $15, so you can probably get it on in-stock trades for like $8. My shop was running a deal, so I picked up some books before they closed. And I got plenty of trades to review, and this is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not for everyone, but if you like the gruesome, over-the-top action, it's entertaining. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thought in the comments down below, and stay tuned for some more comic book reviews coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.